and you do the hat thing. You see it?
Yep.
Hi, welcome back to me and Mon Ami, and today, well, it's a very special day because it is Twiggy's first mountain village challenge, her first real adventure, and we are headed to the medieval village of Castellar, which is 1,400 meters above sea level. It is a 70-kilometer, 43-mile round trip. Remember, this quadricycle only has a range of 45 miles or 75 kilometers, and the village is chargerless. I mean, what could possibly go wrong? So today's journey takes us on a journey which will be partially familiar to some of our regular viewers, because we're going along the coastal road, which gives you wonderful views of Beaulieu and Eze and Roquebrune and Monaco, and then we're going to head into Menton, which is where we of course got Twiggy, her hometown, and we're going to hopefully get a charge in Menton, because we brought with us our special blue tack, Mr. Boo's blue tack, which he's going to insert into this charger that nobody uses in Menton, I'm guessing because the door's busted. They don't realise that if they just had boot tack they could do it. But anyway, we hope there's a space there, because we're going to need that charge before we head up a bit of road which is really not familiar to us or to you, I don't think, which is the road high in the hills above Menton, which takes us to 1,400 meters above sea level and to the village of Castellar, where we are hoping to get some food. There's only one restaurant, and we're hoping to give you a look round, which should be a fascinating village, because it's another cracker high on a hill with a population of just under 1,000. So, as ever, Twiggy and dear viewer, sit back, enjoy the ride, and cross your fingers that Mr. Boo's boot tack does the trick in Menton. I do hope Twiggy doesn't get confused by returning to Menton, where she used to live. But she's been settling in well, hasn't she?
Really well.
She's sleeping really well in her little box, and sleeping like 10 hours a night, no disturbance. She does a bit of seam pulling apart, doesn't she? She's doing it now. She likes to get on your lap and then tear your t-shirt a bit. And she's her other naughty habit. She's not quite mastered the old peeing. Some days we have a totally outdoor peeing, and other days we have the odd accident on the rug, don't we?
Twiggy's done a whoopsie.
Twiggy's done a whoopsie, as Frank Spencer used to say to Betty. How very suitable. But no, she's very charming, and she's very gentle with everyone, which is very, well, in my experience, quite unusual for a Chihuahua. She really is not aggressive, and she's very friendly and playful, and I hope we can sort of keep her like that. And she's kind of an absolute delight, isn't she?
Yeah.
She's very, very joy-bringing and sweet and pretty. And
oh, but apart from when she sees the mirror.
Oh, of course, the mirror. That's her big issue. She barks at herself at length. In fact, some days I've had to put a curtain over the full-length mirror. And she does a bit of dancing on her hind legs. I think she's in her previous existence, she possibly was rewarded with food for dancing on her hind legs. So we're trying to keep the dancing, because it's very charming, but not reward it with food, aren't we? Dancing is for something you do for special occasions, not every day, isn't it?
Well, or from September till Christmas if you're a Strictly Come dancer.
It's true. It's true. Should be good on Strictly. Anyway, let's carry on our journey through, as if this bus gets going, towards good old Monaco, where presumably they will be disassembling. Disassembling? I think disassembling means lying. Disassembling the grandstands and everything from the Grand Prix. So you might get a glimpse of what Monaco looks like when they start to, when the circus moves on, when the fair leaves town. So we are now stuck in quite horrendous traffic in Monaco, so I'm beginning to wonder if we shouldn't, because otherwise we're going to miss lunch, is risk trying to get to Castellar, because we've got the portable power bank with 12 kilometres in it, and then we get some lunch, and then maybe hopefully get back down to Menton and charge them. We certainly won't get beyond Menton after, but with regeneration we should be able to come down.
Yeah.
Finally making it out. Wow, this is quite a vehicle. What is that?
Can-Am.
It's a trackster, Mr. Boo. It says it's a trackster. That is, it's quite off-road for Monaco, isn't it?
It's very groovy.
A lot of pushing in going on here, I've noticed. Eh? Cheeky sods.
Rotax power.
But it's not electric, is it? Definitely not. Beginning to get very worried because we're down to 34 kilometres of range. And the other week when we did that journey up to Col de Vence, when we left Vence, that was about, I would say, 7 kilometres. That was a nice rock to hit. 7 kilometres uphill, similarly uphill, and we used about 30 kilometres making that climb. This is a very similar climb. In fact, actually, this is steeper. That was only to 1,000 metres. This is to 1,400. So I mean, it doesn't really add up, does it?
No. So we can just stop at the
Charger in Menton. I think we're going to change of plan. I think we need to put half an hour in, because we're in good enough time. So it's just taken us precisely double the normal time to get to Menton. But we're now hopefully going to get a charge and then go on to the big climb up to Castellar and lunch. I'm starving. Oh, no.
in here.
Yeah, no, but there's no charger. I'd already looked.
Well, depending on...
I bet that Megane is not electric. Look at it.
So
Just makes me so mad. I mean, until people start actually prosecuting people for parking in electric spaces, it's just ridiculous, isn't it? There's no more chargers in here.
No, there's the other car park there.
Well, let's go to that. There's no point sitting in here.
Slowly, because there's somebody going up to the car, so I'm just seeing if they're leaving. They're getting in this car, look, they're leaving.
Oh, miracle may have occurred. Right, we're getting in pole position.
Well,
Phew, that has saved the day, providing the boot tack works on this one. See, a nice electric car person, unlike that person who is selfish. Selfish person. Bad. Right, Mr. Bull, let's hope we can make this charger work, otherwise we're stuffed. You might need some boot tap, but this one's got a door. It's that one that's got a broken door. Well, you've two choices here, because I think this one is duff because it says purple. Look.
I can use it.
Yeah, hopefully next door. Yeah? I think that'll be duff. It's flashing. Cross everything, folks. Yes! Phew. 1 hour 56 to a full charge, but we'll put in what we can and then get on to Castellar for lunch. What a day. What a day. So we've been here about 58 minutes, but we're going to have to leave because otherwise we're going to miss the restaurant. They're still not answering their phone. So we're just going to have to hope that we've got enough power to get us up there. Then we're going to have to come back to Menton and recharge on the way back. But let's hope we can get to 1,400 metres above sea level with... Unplug it, Mr. Boo. See what we've added. We're up to 58. That's better than I thought. He's got a long extension. That man was waiting to grab our space, or our charger, should I say. Look at all the trucks on the main motorway, the A8 up there, aren't they? So I think we may be about to go under the A8, or possibly over it. Look at them all. Why are they all backed up? That's strange, isn't it? Unless it's a blockade.
So we're now entering the region of Castellar.
Oh.
The fief de Castellar, like the fiefdom.
Oh. I like that post box. That's seen some posts, hasn't it? Look at that.
It's been hit a few times.
It has been hit a few times. We've now got a car behind us. And now we're above the A8 down there, which is kind of amazing. We've wound under it, now we're going back sort of over it. Look at that. But you can see the blockade, and well, it's a complete traffic jam going into Italy. So what is going on? There's nothing moving. What do we know about Castellar, Mr. Boo?
Well, I'm glad you asked. It has a lady mayoress.
A lady mayoress?
Yeah, and there's not many lady mayoresses in the Alpes-Maritimes.
And what are her politics? Is she a member of the far right?
No, what is her party? It's the DVD party.
The DVD party?
I can't remember what it is.
Nobody has DVDs anymore. How does she get elected?
Don't know. She's young as well. She's like early 40s. And it's their second lady mayor in Castellar. And but her background is in goat farming.
So it's a goat farming lady mayoress
Yeah, for the DVD
for
party.
the DVD party.
That is a Mr. Boo fact and a half.
That is a top fact. There's no doubt it's a top fact.
Right.
And this restaurant we headed to that we can't get through to, that doesn't answer its phone. We went to this restaurant, I think, about 20 years ago when you did a triathlon.
It's true.
And it literally is it's 15 years ago, something crazy.
Insert my triathlete suit picture here.
Oh, if I can find it, I'll put it up. It's when he was young and live. And, I mean, you still are live. It's going to be your 40th birthday soon, isn't it? Next week. 40, the big 4-0. Phew. Send sympathy. Going to have a party, aren't we?
Can have a party.
Would you like to come to the party? We could bring people along to the party, maybe. A few excerpts. Particularly when the strippogram arrives.
Oh, is there going to be a stripper?
Oh, yeah, strippogram, yeah.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, policeman, no clothes.
It's red. It's red.
Is that red?
Yeah.
That means stop. Oh. Good job, Mr. Boozy. I think I'd have known when that appeared. What?
A truck on fire just after 20 000.
Wow.
They've put it on their Autoroute Twitter page. And look, that's actually where we've just been. That's their...
Oh, yeah, show it to the camera. Look at that. Amazing. That's where we've just been. So that's the road we came under, so the truck on fire. It all happens on me and man and me.
There's a car park at the end, just there.
Oh, look, they've got all the ribbons out. Maybe there's a festival on.
A festival?
A festival? We want to go to the festival. Oh, is that the bar restaurant? It's for sale.
No, that's not our restaurant.
It's closed down. The Hotel des Alpes bar restaurant is for sale if you've got a few quid spare. Looks like it's been for sale for quite some time. But so you think that's not the restaurant? There's another one.
There's another one.
Well, let's try and get parked up and see if we can find this restaurant, because otherwise we're not going to eat. And when we've eaten, we're going to show you around the magic of Castellar, and hopefully, if we can manage it, send the drone up to get you a bird's eye view, which should be amazing. I have a feeling you're not meant to be on here, but I don't know why. But I think we'll have to risk it. Right, let's see if we can find this restaurant. It's 1:10. Oh, can we find the one and only restaurant? We're trying the Place du Lavoir, the place of the washroom. This is it, and it's closed. What? It's just
Why is it
unbelievable.
closed?
I knew when they won't answer. This is where we went 20 years ago. Why is it closed?
It says Wednesday's closed. It says everywhere on the internet it says Wednesday's
I
open.
told you they don't open Wednesdays at this end. We are absolutely doomed, or we're just utterly hopeless at this. I think they've altered what they do here, because they seem to be closed Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, only open Thursdays from 6, and then Friday lunchtime, Saturday and Sunday. Well, there you have it. The Me and Mon Ami legendary restaurant look continues. Our lucky streak. Quick, let's get down to this place before they either sell it, or a truck catches fire outside it, or it just refuses to serve us.
There's a blackboard up here. What does it say?
Epicerie de Castellar. Where's that? Well, that looks nice. Quick, let's get to that. Rue de la République.
Oh, it's closed for lunch. 12:30, between 12:30 and 4:30.
You're kidding.
Yeah, closed between 12:30 and 4:30. Just for fun.
It's unbelievable. Well, let's just hope that this one and only bar has got something. Has it got any food?
It has a mole freak night, but that's at night. Oh no, that's a festival. Let's give it a whirl, Mr. Boo. We ain't got a choice.
Well, luckily this place has 3 dishes on the menu. Sadly, the risotto fruit de mer it looks very nice, but it's all gone. So I could have had risotto with seps, mushrooms, could have had rigatoni, but I have opted for the Milanese with legume. What are you having, Mr. Boo?
We're going to have a rigatoni.
A rigatoni?
Bolognese.
Well, thankfully, at least this place was open, and they're very nice, weren't
Very
they?
nice.
And they're going to bring Twiggy a bowl of water.
Yeah, même un biscuit pour Twiggy.
Oh, and a biscuit.
Oh.
Look at that.
You're spoiled.
Lunch Twiggy. Wow.
Yeah.
That's unusual, isn't it, to be
Yeah,
given
we
out
get that in
actual
many
biscuits?
It's a very big glass of wine. Cheers. What are there with solar power? It's interesting. You know, we're right on the Italian border, and if you look at the furniture here, there's no way you'd get this in France. It's much more Italian in styling. And similarly, the bread is much softer, much less like a baguette. Much more Italian.
Well, the actual region of Castellar borders the municipality of Menton or whatever, and then on the other side of the border there, that's Italy. There's
Right.
straight into Italy.
Did the Maginot line come down? Did it come down here?
Oui.
So what have you got, Mr. Boo?
I got the bolognese rigatoni.
And it is monster big, look at that.
Mm.
And I've got veal Milanese, breadcrumb veal, with just legumes. And again, if this were in France, I mean, we are in France, but the French will serve this with some kind of potato. But once you go into Italy, you often get veal served with just vegetables, don't you, for lunch? So it's definitely the Italian influence. Let's try a bit of the Milanese. Hard to go wrong with the Milanese, really. Nice. Simple veal Milanese.
I didn't want to interrupt, but a Citroen and me just went past behind you.
Really? Up here? Was it ours?
No, it wasn't ours.
So Mr. Boo just looked up the cost of our charge in Menton. We were there 56 minutes and the answer was?
Well, we just got an email from ChargeMap. 56 minutes, 18 seconds. Total bill, €0.
Get in. Well, that was a good save. And very reasonable. €45.50 and a couple of glasses of wine and 2 coffees and 2 main courses. And a lovely location. Now, I think, Mr. Boo, before we explore the village, we ought to put the car on the charger in the hope that we can get back to Villefranche without having to go into Menton again, because I have a suspicion we will not be as lucky second time and find the charger. Right, Mr. Boo, let's put the old power bank on and see if we can add a bit of range, hopefully 12 kilometres, while we're touring the village. So this is quite funny. We start our village tour and look what we found. It's a Citroen Ami, and it's a, is it a tonic? Is that what they call this one? I think it could be. There you go, GG 06. Top village this, Mr. Bull. They have free poo bags for your dog. How's about that, Halloween? I mean, look, they've left their coffee pot out. Wonder why that's there. Is that like an offering? Or is it just decorative?
It's odd. It's very clean doily.
Village events, what's happening?
Well, somebody's selling a TV unit in wood.
Oh yeah, Canopy Club. I thought that was a club, but it's actually a sofa. Oh look, Pizzetta open le soir, closed Wednesdays and Thursdays, that one. A lot of these little cupboards, look, aren't they intriguing? Like, sort of almost, they're like Buddhist offering things, aren't they? Like you'd have on your little shrine outside your house for good luck.
And didn't we see something similar in that Italian village we went up to with Chris? Don't you remember?
Oh yes, in
They
the
had
Argentine
similar.
Valley.
Yeah, yeah. And this is what you call a church with a view. Look at that.
Wowee! Look at this, Twigs.
Oh, and here, Mr. Boo, is your moulin à huile, the olive oil pressing.
Oh.
So is this where people will bring their olives to be weighed in and pressed?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. You look over there, it's a quite fantastic view. And look at that old ruined house up in the olive groves. Can you see it?
Can you see up there,
Yeah.
in the furthest distance, there are the remains of the Viaduc du Caramel, the Caramel Viaduct.
Just there, the Caramel Viaduct. It was the old tram went on there that ran from Menton to Sospel. And I think there was a terrible disaster, wasn't there? These about, because these little like upturned plant pots painted with faces are outside so many people's houses. Do you think they're for good luck?
There's one here, look.
Yeah, look, another one. They're a bit like the old corn dolly for plant pots. They're quite clever. But what do they mean? Well, we've discovered that we can drive through this village. So we're gonna now get the 360 on top of the car, drive through the village, and then hopefully we're going to find a place to drone, because I think some drone shots of this whole place and the mountain range could be quite spectacular. Don't you think, Mr. Boo? So let's get back in Elton and drive through the village. I'm excited. And look, one of those lucky, strange plant pot creatures has been looking after Elton. You can hear him charging from here. Right, let's drive through this village. You would not think it's possible, and between the hours of 12 and 2 it's not possible. Take note, not allowed, but now it is. And as you go into here, keep your eyes peeled for these magical traffic lights that are attached to the side of the town hall, aren't they? And another point, they really are quite special. Here's another plant pot, I'm obsessed with them. So there's the sign, you see, interdit between 12 and 2 when people are having their lunch, I guess.
No, that way, that way.
Oh, this way?
Yeah.
Really? No, I want to go that way. I think, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think. That's the Hotel. So there's the traffic lights. You see them on the 360, hopefully. And here's past the town hall where we had lunch there.
Chez Bono.
Chez Bono. On the edge.
On the edge.
Lunch on the edge. Oh, nearly killed a pussy. And local girl looking very interested. But yeah, how glorious that you can drive up here. Oh, I think you meant to drive up here. We've said that before. And, oh, it's a little second-hand clothes shop, look. Boutique. Super. What did she say?
I think he said bonjour.
Oh.
No.
Oh, there's a little shop here, look. It doesn't seem very open. Probably not open between the hours of 12 and 2.
Yeah, it's closed between 12 and 4:30.
This is what we once had in another plant pot.
It's kind of scary.
Why are there so many of these decorated plant pots? Is it an Italian tradition? Is it this area? Is it just this village? And for whom the bell tolls. Oh, wow, look, this is quite narrow. Let's see what happens. Right, Let's send the drone up before we wilt. Well, I hope you enjoyed those images. That was quite a spectacular flight, but the problem is it's getting so hot out there, and little Twigs is getting too hot and we don't want her head to get hot. We put some water on her. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to know whether we get back on the charge without having to stop in another town, stick around to the end. We'll put a graphic up. Don't worry, we won't subject you to another drive. But if you've enjoyed this video, please give us a like, please give us a comment, please think about buying us a coffee. It really does help support the channel. But most of all, folks, remember, stay charged.
Bye.